Hi team, good evening. Good evening to everyone. So let's wait for 4 more minutes. People are joining. Is it audible?
Yes, sir. You are audible, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, good evening. Thank you very much. So let's wait for 5 more minutes. People are joining one by one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are waiting, sir.
And we will start.
मैसेंजर से बात कर रहे हैं हामिद उठाऊं
पास का क्या है
Hi team, let's wait for 3 more minutes. 6:05 we will start it. Sanjana, have you joined? Sanjana? Yeah, Sanjana has joined.
Yes, sir. Just give me 2 minutes, sir, please.
Okay, no problem. starting. So good evening to everyone. So today we are going to discuss about two aspects. One is art for art's sake, and the other one is the $1 trillion coach. So first, I will clear some of the doubts. One is the whoever joined from art therapy group, the certificates. We have not yet made the link. Probably tomorrow morning, I'll be putting the link. Actually, we are waiting for some kind of registration number. Okay, we have registered our entity as a trust. The number we are yet to get. So I thought of just putting the certificate after getting the number. If I am getting it, I will put it tomorrow. Otherwise, without the number, I will do. That's all. So that I'm just waiting. So okay. So if possible, if people come on video, that will be very nice. At least one or two. I think I can see you and talk. Hi, Pinky Banerjee. How are you? Hi, Anjali. That's great.
Good evening, sir. I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, fine.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. So today we are going to talk about coaching, and there is very famous book, The $1 Trillion Coach. So the book talks about many aspects which can be practiced by people, the people who are running the company or the people who are running home, okay, anyone. So we are going to talk about the best aspects which the book discusses. Already I have forwarded the book also in the group. So Sanjana, are you there? So shall we start, Sanjana? Achha. So we will
Yes,
start.
sir. Yes, sir, I'm here.
Yeah. So Sanjana, shall we start?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Achha, okay. So I'm very happy to introduce Sanjana to all of you. Most of you may be knowing Sanjana. So continuously 2 times she won the award. The last time also she won the award, which was completely what do you call it? A genuine award. We awarded 20 people. We gave 3 questionnaires, which consisted of counseling, women's general health, and the other aspects. So 20 people qualified out of around 380 people who participated. Even Pinky Banerjee is one of the recipients. So just I will tell the people who have all won just after this presentation on Sanjana is over. So Sanjana is going to talk about art and certain aspects about art. Over to you, Sanjana.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. So hello, everyone. I hope you all are doing fine, and I see a few familiar faces too. And I'm really happy to join here again, and I thank sir for this opportunity again. So again, I would request you all to please switch on your videos so that we can interact. And as I'm going to be talking about art therapy, the art aspect, how is it related to our mental health, and how does it help a person to deal with the mental health problems that we face, we are just going to do an activity. Before that, I would please request you all to please switch on your videos. And yeah, it's just a safe space. We are not here to judge anyone. We are here to feel comfortable and learn some new things. So again, yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for switching on your videos. Thank you. So just a second, give me just 2 minutes. I'll just share my presentation that I've made. So before that, before moving ahead, would anyone like to share their perspective on what do they know about art therapy and what art therapy is? Why is it used? Would anyone like to share? Does anyone have any idea about it?
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah. Is it okay if I share?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, actually, yesterday I attended a sir's session in art
Mhm,
therapy.
mhm,
So, like in art therapy, they use some form of art.
mhm.
Like when we draw something, our whole concentration goes over there, so our mind get relaxed,
Mhm.
Mm. and it helps in healing.
Okay, thank you, Miss Yamini, for sharing your views on what art therapy is. So yes, now I'm going to be talking about what art therapy is and how does it, help a person to share or release the negativity or maybe the thoughts that they have been feeling, the problems that they have been feeling, and we do that with the medium of art. So art therapy is just one of the therapeutic techniques where the medium is the art, where we use art as a medium to actually release the emotions and the feelings that we have. And if we talk about the type of art therapy, it's usually the expressive art therapy, and it includes all the aspects, not only permitted to the craft and the pencils or the drawing colors that you use. The expressive art therapy includes all the type of art forms in it, which is music, art, dance, theater, storytelling, and a lot many aspects. So it is just a way where we as people tend to, focus more on the aspect that, okay, I'm not an artist, or, my drawing is not going to be as good. So what should I do in art therapy? Or, why should I draw something? Or why should I make a piece of art for my own self? I'm not a good artist. I'm not a good person. I didn't draw well in my school. I always used to receive a C grade or maybe a B1. So why should I draw? So I'm very clearly going to tell you all that art therapy is all about the process, the journey that you follow all through the procedure. And it's not the focus on what the end product is, rather what you're doing in the art therapy. What is the process that you all are following? So just give me a second. I'll just start sharing my screen. Yeah. Okay. So I have related art to pandemic and how a lot of problem was created for a lot many people. Everyone, in fact, when pandemic started, and also congratulating you all. We all have completed the 1 year anniversary of pandemic. We have been staying at our home, and we have been living this way since the past 1 year. We have been facing so many problems, and I would like you all to pat your back once and maybe hug yourself and just congratulate your own self. The way that you all have been very boldly dealing with the situation, the way that you have been handling all the problems that you all faced. So I would like to give you a, give a clap for all of you and applaud for all of you that, yes, we all did it, and we are still working, and we are still focusing on the positives, keeping the negatives aside. So, yes, as I was talking about art, creativity, and mental health. So, how is the perspective of art therapy related to mental health? How does it help in increasing the productivity of a person? And how many, positive aspects does art brings in a person's life? So, if I talk about what art therapy is, as I talked about the pandemic situation, so everyone has faced a lot many problems since the past 1 year, and the intensity of the problem actually genuinely increased. The way that we had to deal with it all, and it created a lot of havoc and a lot of problem in a person's mental health perspective. So, what art does is it creates an outlet for us as people to release the emotions and the feelings that we have. And if I talk about the differentiation between what emotions are and what feelings are more up to, just the basis of telling what the emotion we are feeling. Emotions generally include the physiological aspects too. Like it will come on our face. How is it that, it will include our whole bodily aspect. You can explain it very well. Like if you're feeling sad, if you're feeling happy. But if I talk about the feeling here, it's just about the psychological aspect. You cannot easily describe the bodily aspects of what a person is feeling. So art as a medium or art therapy helps using the art as a medium to let out all the feelings and the emotions that a person is feeling. And there are so many activities, so many techniques which are used for different aspects. For example, they are used for anxiety disorders, they are used for depression, they are used for self esteem issues, self confidence issues. A person, who might be facing a lot many problems in the mental health perspective. So, what is mental health? Firstly, that's also very important. If we are relating the two terms, art therapy and mental health, we really need to understand what the mental health of a person includes. So, the mental health of a person includes the three basic components, that is, your thoughts, your emotions, and the behavior that you present in front of other people. So eventually, the way that I'm going to feel and the emotions that I feel will be related to my thoughts, and automatically they will lead to a behavior that I perform in front of every single person that I meet. If I feel sad and if I have negative thoughts that I'm not a worthy person, at the end of the day, I'm going to be really rude with the people that I meet. So, this is just a very normal, basic, common definition of mental health that we related with the art therapeutic aspect. So moving on to the next one. So, what art therapy is. So as I told about, art therapy is mostly about the procedure where the person uses art as a medium in order to express the emotions of, the in order to express what the person is feeling and what they have in their mind. It is also used to release a lot much a person's trauma, or maybe the aspects that a person has been repressing or suppressing since a very long time. So it has got a lot many divisions under which, where we can use art therapy for the trauma patients, or maybe a person who's been diagnosed with basic normal mental health disorders like anxiety, depression, eating disorders, self esteem issues, self confidence issues, body image issues. So it's just a representation of a person's emotions via art, so that the person doesn't need to work on it consciously. The way we are presenting our art, the way we are exhibiting it on the paper, is automatically going to bring out something what we have been feeling in the unconscious aspect. There are so many analysis that people give about the drawings, that you might have drawn this, आपने ऐसी drawing करी होगी because you might have been feeling this way, or you have drawn a certain aspect which means this. Again, as we talk about the projective techniques that are used in art therapy, that is the house tree person test, and they tell us about what the person has the feeling about their own self, the people around them, and the environment that they live in. Art therapy is not only used for adults, rather it's also used for children. It's used for understanding what a child has been going through, because the best aspect of art therapy as a therapeutic technique is you don't need to be vocal over there. It's mostly about the non-verbal communication and the non-verbal aspects that you put, and you just display on the paper via different types of mediums. You can use the art colors, you can use the paint brushes, you can use different collages, even if possible, if you would like to use it that way. The mandala art drawings, the zentangles, there are so many aspects that come under art therapy, just to let out those emotions and the feelings that a person has. And also, a very good component of art therapy is that it activates both the sides of a person's brain. A human brain's both sides are activated via art therapy. That is, it will include both your left and the right side brain. The left side brain being responsible for the logical reasoning aspect, what the logic holds, and the right side being the creative part of your brain. So it activates, and it balances the form of both the areas, and it helps you move in the direction of your improvement and a balanced use of both the hemispheres that you have, that is the left side brain and the right side brain. So I just gave you a very basic gist of what art therapy is, and all it's all about the process, the techniques that you use, the way that you present your art, and not about the finished end products that you show. So now I have an activity for you all. So as you all might have known that this is an art therapy session. So I would want you to take out all your papers, if you have papers, and colorful pens, sketch pens, anything. But again, please switch on your videos again first. And what we are going to do over here is, it's going to be an activity for the self esteem. It's going to be an activity for where you represent yourself as a hero for your own story. So I want you all to please switch on your videos and just grab your papers, your colored pens, your sketch pens. And once we, draw this all, we're going to discuss about what is it that you really like about it. And what is it that, we are going to draw right now. And please don't worry that, I'm not a good artist. मैंने कभी भी art में अच्छे से perform नहीं किया है. I never got good scores in that. It's not the problem here. We are just going to focus on the process that we are drawing and what is it that we are drawing. So I will also give you a homework activity, but right now, currently, we are going to do a proper, a superhero activity. So, we all watch movies. We all love a lot of series that we watch on a daily basis, maybe the Netflix series, the Prime series. And nowadays we have so many series on different channels, different, different sites, and we watch them. And, somewhere or the other, we find a person whom we consider to be our superhero. And, we think like, कि अगर मैं इसके जैसा होता, या फिर if I would have been like this person, it would have been very good in my life. And this is something that I want to be. This is one quality that I want in me as a person, and I want to do something in my life. So now what I want you to do is, I want you to draw yourself one superhero right in front of you, reflecting what is your thought, what is the emotion or the feeling that you feel like after looking at the superhero that you drew. And I want you to, make a story in your mind regarding the superhero and why did you select that superhero. So I'll give you a time for 10 minutes max. You have 10 minutes with you all, and you have to draw a superhero depicting the qualities that you would want and that you think that you should have as a person. You admire the most in yourself, and make it as beautiful as possible. It can be an abstract figure, it can be a human figure, it can be anything. Whatever represents, is a representation for you as a superhero. I just want you to do that. All right. So you all have 10 minutes with you right now, and I want you all to draw that. So just one more minute and then we'll just discuss about it. And then I'll tell you what the next step of the technique is. Okay, so the time is up. I hope that you must have drawn a very wonderful version of your superhero that you think that you admire the most. But the next step that I'm going to tell you all is going to be a little shocking, and you might feel like hitting me, and you might say that what is she asking me to do right now? So, firstly, I would like you to show your pictures on the screen just once. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay. Wow, beautiful. Very beautiful pictures you've drawn. Wow. But the next thing that I'm going to ask you to all, to do is something that you all won't like. But okay, this is a procedure that we need to follow. Now, what I want you to do is whatever you have drawn for yourself, the superhero version you think that you admire the most. I want you to tear that page from the notebook on whatever you have drawn, and I want you to tear it in small pieces, especially the drawing aspect. Don't tear it. I just want the drawings should be visible, or the extra paper you can just throw it off, but the drawing should be torn in small pieces, not very small, but this small, it's fine.
Like a puzzle.
Yes, you can say that.
But actually, I was not I was not admiring someone. I was thinking that what is in me and what I have to do. So that's why I've done this. Means I used to inspire people because I am walking since from 4 months daily 12 kilometer minimum. So there are people who follow me to do that. The same way I used to do. I am a learner. I believe that I am a learner. The same
Yeah.
way I always whatever I learn, I try to guide them. I'm a stress relief trainer, so I do that also.
Yeah.
I used to do meditation. I believe that if we are doing for 2 minutes meditation, then
Yeah.
that is very improvisation and very positive energy for us. So I was thinking I made it for myself, and I believe that I'm an all-rounder, and yet I'm a lifetime learner to upgrade myself and guide others.
That's really beautiful. That's really beautiful, Mr. Dinesh. But the basic idea behind doing this activity is something that I'm going to tell you all. Now that you have torn your drawings in small pieces, I want you to arrange them together to form something new as a representation of your own self, and paste it on some other paper and show that abstract drawing. So the basic idea is I'll talk about what the basic idea or the intent behind doing this activity is. But as you have torn whatever you drew right now, what you admire the most about yourself, maybe what you think you are, or maybe you admire someone else as a superhero, I want you to just paste it on a different piece of paper and create a new set of drawing for your own self. I'll just give you another, 4 minutes, 2, 3 minutes for that.
జగన్ అంటాడు సతీష్ గడు అంటాడు
Ma'am, can I ask something?
Yeah, sure, Shweta.
I'm so sorry I'm disturbing. Maybe.
No, not a problem at all.
Right. Ma'am, actually, I missed your conversation. I got some call on my mobile. And
Okay.
that online grocery wala, he was asking for some help. He was searching something. So I
Yeah,
have
not
to
a
pick
problem.
that call up. So
Okay.
yes. Ma'am, what all I have understood, I'm trying to sum up. First, we have to draw the superhero or the superwoman which we aspire. And with the best colors or whatever we dreamed of, we have to draw that. Then we have to tear that page where we have drawn it. And after that, I have missed.
Okay, so now what you have to do, whatever you have drawn right now, I
Hmm.
want you to tear it. I want you to tear those pages, like whatever you have drawn. The extra white part on the sheet, which is blank, that's fine.
Okay.
You can throw it
Okay.
away.
Right.
But the rest of the parts, like where
Uh,
you have drawn and where you
I
tear it,
got it. If I have drawn a doll, I'll cut
yeah.
that only doll out of that page.
And then you have to tear that doll and create something new out of the torn pages and paste it on on another page of paper or another sheet of paper.
Okay, with those pieces I have to create.
Yeah, with those pieces.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
I'll do that now. Thank you.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Can you translate for
Okay, so I hope everyone has done the needful and you all have, just drawn the superhero version of yourself and you just store it and then you pasted it again, rearranged it for your own self. So the basic idea behind this art activity was just to create an insight in the mind of each and every one of us. Even though we think that, that change is something we cannot adapt to, we are not flexible, or, every time we face problem, we are going to break. There are so many problems that we have to face. The basic idea behind this activity was just to let you know that whatever thing we break or sometimes tries to break us as a human, as a person, it is moldable, it is flexible as per to our mindset, and we can create it in a very beautiful manner, whatever seems beautiful and perfect to us. And there is no definition of perfect in the world, that no one is going to be perfect. There is nothing which can be achieved in the form of perfectionism. but rather what we can say is every person is perfect in the way that they are and the way that they are trying to deal with the situations and the problem that they face. So the basic idea, I mean, this is a normal art therapeutic activity which can be used with all your clients. Say, suppose a person who is feeling low in their own selves, they have low self-esteem, low self-confidence, and it gives you a basic idea. It tells you how you can build your own self from the broken pieces that you have within you, and you can build something beautiful. There is no definition of abstract, I mean, there is no definition of beautiful, or there is no definition of perfectionism that we move around or we look around or we have to look up to for certain example. We ourselves facing so many situations can face those and understand and learn from that, those situations. So I would want any one of you to please raise your hand, not unmute yourself, please raise your hand. There's an option, and then maybe we can discuss about what you drew and what was the drawing. If anyone could please raise their hand, there's a button, there is an option. Okay, I can see Miss.
Actually, I drew a Wonder Woman. Can you hear me?
Okay, Miss Aziz. Yeah, am I mean, yeah. Now we can hear you, ma'am. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I drew a Wonder Woman who's caring, compassionate, and who's outgoing type. So that was the ideology behind that superpower what I have drawn.
So could you please show what you have drawn? I mean, what you have created?
Actually, now it's like in pieces. Again, I stuck it on a paper. So
still
it's a Wonder Woman who's stubborn, outgoing, compassionate, caring.
It's really beautiful. It's really beautiful. The mindset. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Miss Aziz. Okay,
Thank
so
you,
anyone else? Okay, so there's one person named iPhone. I don't know what your name is. If you could please unmute yourself.
I'm Niyati, so that's a funny name that I got. Yeah, so I'll just, I'm on my phone, so I'll switch my camera in order to show what I have drawn. Yeah. So my first, so this was my painting. My superhero was a person who is nurturing. So there was a lot of plants growing, could see and understand, so big eyes, listen, so big ears, which is ornamented. Then there are hands which were flowing, and water, which was like also I drew a water which was more fluid, which shows more flexible and compatible. I think, I don't know what would be the word. I have written something more flexible and adaptable. Okay. At the same time, hands for support. So these were the skills. Okay. When I rearranged, I realized the nature part would be the same. The nature would be the same because that is something that is a compassion which is there in everybody. And we all, if we stay tuned to our own self, to our own compassionate self and the nature that we belong to, we can be witness of much more the chaos that is going on, but we can enjoy that chaos at the same time. And the cycle is still complete.
This is so beautiful, Miss Niyati. Thank you for sharing your version of your drawing and how we can build ourselves from the pieces that are broken within us. So thank you so much, Miss Niyati. Okay, so next here we have with us Mr. Dinesh. Yes, if you could please.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, earlier I've shown the picture. I've just now teared it, but I assembled in the same process. There was not change, but I believe that when we are assembling, it's like we sometimes we give up, we get, but we have to make ourselves connected with whatever we have, because in the future we have many things to learn. Even giving up is something learning process where we have to keep our nature of never giving up.
Yeah.
Always be motivated and motivate others. The same way guide others and get the guide from others and be a learner and always be an inspiration to others as well as for ourselves, take an inspiration from others. and keep praying for ourselves and for others. Om, always I feel that Om is a very strong word which always connect with us. And always be happy, whether you are worried, but you have to kick out the thing during the during in your life, because the happy moment is smiling and making others smile, make our life more beautiful and positive, to take our life in good way, in a good track. So that's why I believe that we have to be an all-rounder and a lifetime learner.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Dinesh, for sharing your drawing and the rearranged version of the drawing that you made. It's really beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing it. And thank you so much everyone else, who have drawn and who have shared their experience about how they felt after this particular activity, and how this activity actually helps us determine, or actually helps us understand, in the times of adversity, how are we able to mold our own self, or maybe become more flexible in achieving whatever we think is possible for us. So yeah, just one more time, I'll just lastly share my screen just to talk about a few more benefits of what art therapy and how does it help, like that activity we talked about right now, which was about the self-building aspect. Okay, so I'll just present my screen one last time and then I'll just give it over to Sir. Yeah. Okay, so the activity we have done, which is again, this can be done with anyone. Say, suppose if you are with your family members and there's someone in your family who's feeling really low, or maybe they are not feeling confident enough about their own self. This is just a representation of how you can deal with all the negativity, or maybe the problems that you think you have, and you can mold yourself in the way of the strong, compassionate person that you are. So just one more slide. And these are basically the benefits of using art therapy, where we talk about the self-discovery, how it helps us in discovering our own self, increases the self-esteem, helps in the emotional release of all the negative emotions, or even the positive, overwhelming emotions that a person has. And it also helps in stress relief. There are so many other more processes or the examples that are mentioned, that can be used in the clinical setup, therapeutic setups. But as this is a very basic workshop, so this was the best activity that I could find for all of you. So just the conclusion that it helps us in working on the emotional, behavioral, and the cognitive aspect of the person. So thank you so much all for being there in the workshop and listening to me so patiently, and drawing such wonderful, beautiful versions of your own self, representing how strong and beautiful you all are. And this is my Instagram handle if you would all like to follow. And yeah, thank you so much for being so patient, and thank you so much for attending the workshop today. Thank you.
Thank you, Sanjana. As usual, you are rocking.
Thank you so much.
A rocking personality and a rocking presentation.
Thank you so much.
It was great. So, today, actually, just 10 minutes, 10 or 15 minutes, I'm going to discuss about a book. Now, let us take the activity which we have did. Okay. So, you have drawn something. You have drawn something. And Sanjana, what is the topic which you gave? That is, they have to draw?
So they had to draw the superhero version of their own self that they admire.
Okay. Yes. So who is that superhero? What is the title you can give it to the superhero? That is, title means, what is that superhero actually? What is that superhero actually?
So you are asking me?
Yeah, I am asking the people, who is that superhero actually?
It's a perception that we want to be or admire.
Then.
Imagination. Ideal self.
Yeah. Anything else? Who is that?
Depicting a quality which we have.
Anything else? Anything else?
So it's like our ego states.
It is a leader, isn't it? It is the leader. It is what you have projected on the paper. The paper, what you have projected is a leader, isn't it? That is, tomorrow, I want to become a leader. Every one of us, in our own core of our mind, we think we want to become a leader. Yes, sir. That is what we have projected.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Sir, I think what we admire or what we would like to be is what we are what we are lacking inside. So that becomes our ideal because we are not perfect. We would like to be perfect, would like to reach idealism. So I drew this thing. Sanjana told to just break. I drew this, sir. So this I wanted to discuss also. All the whatever was incomplete in me, I drew that, and the complete I thought was Shilpa Shetty at that time. Sir, is it visible? Like, hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it visible? Yeah. So so as per my this thing conviction, it is that what is lacking in us that becomes ideal for us, and to reach that is our journey. Thank you so much. I'm not able to listen anything.
Thank you so much, Suman ma'am. I'm again really happy to see you here again. I am so sorry. I mean, there was a power connection. There is some connectivity issue with sir. So yeah. So as what question sir was asking, would anyone else like to have their own version of understanding? What answer would they like to give about whom do you consider to be a superhero? Apart from any other personality, why is it, how is it that you can consider yourself to be your own superhero? How can you do that? I mean,
the picture actually express about ourselves, what we are thinking inside. That is the mapping, the drawing which comes executed about ourselves. It's showing about us, who we are actually. So in this, we have a thinking process in our own way. It might be a negative, it might be a positive. What we are thinking is depend on upon us. If we are mapping our mind in positive way, we might be thinking that these all are things beneficial, where I have to go in this right path, where I have to kick out the other things. In that way, I've executed my drawing where I've get the all positive things and I overcome from my all difficulties, never giving up nature, help me to be in this level. Because I'm a 29 years old, I'm just 29. But yeah, I've done my HSC, after that diploma in teacher education, after that BA in history education, after that MA in education. Between that, I've done NLP counseling course. Even from Emocare, I've done my mental development practitioner course. The same way, I'm an international career coach, counseling level 1 completed person. In a small age, I've learned lots of things. There is a long list, and I believe that still I'm a learner because my thinking process and believe that there are lots of hurdles comes between us. We have to face, but if we keep thinking, we can't go ahead. If our mind is stable, we can draw a positive picture, and we can come out from the negativity.
thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Dinesh, for sharing your views in it. So again, we all know what all are the qualities that we need and what we admire the most in other people, and some of the qualities that we would want in our own self. So I would very gladly, I would say that, we can continue with this same session regarding the topics that sir had to clear. But because of some connectivity issues and power cut in his area, he cannot connect with us right now. But what I would like to, I would just like to conclude the session for today. And I would like to introduce you all with a course that Sir Emocare is starting from 15th of April on dynamic counseling. It's a 70 days intensive course, which is going to include all the aspects of counseling, different types of counselings. Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
ma'am.
Yes, you are audible.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Okay, Miss Meena, I guess there is some connectivity issue with your laptop or phone. Okay, so I'll continue. So I will complete what sir had to say. So he is starting his course again, which is, I don't know how, he's completed so many times. So this is one more version of 70 days counseling training of the extensive course that sir is starting on 15th of April, which is going to include a lot many aspects of what counseling is, types of counseling, the gestalt therapy, CBT, different types of techniques, including a lot other courses in that, a lot many aspects. The proper brochure is going to be shared with you all on the WhatsApp group. So the course starts on 15th of April, but there is a special discount offer which is valid only for today and for tomorrow. So all the details will be shared with you all on the group, that on whichever group you all are. So if you feel like you are interested to learn more, and again, as Mr. Dinesh mentioned, that there is no age of learning. You should keep on learning, and you should learn new aspects, as many aspects as possible. So I will be sharing, sir will be sharing all those details with you all on the group. And I hope to see many of you over there and learn a lot many aspects and gain as much knowledge as you all can. So I would thank you all for joining us today, for patiently waiting with all of us, listening to what we had to say, and to spare all your precious time to be here for all of us, be here with us. So thank you so much all for joining. The next, the next of the continuation will be done on this on Saturday or maybe Sunday. The date will be shared with sir. And all the other information regarding what the course that I mentioned, they will be shared in the group. So yeah, I hope to see you all over there. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you, people.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sanjana ma'am, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
Ma'am, this is Pinky. I just wanted to ask you one thing, that if a person is unable to rearrange his or her drawing, so in that case, what should we do?
Okay, so the person, okay, so maybe you are not able to create a meaning out of the drawing that you are rearranging, I guess, if that's what you are asking.
Yes,
So,
yes, ma'am.
might be that the
Please
drawing that we
give
have drawn, it's just a little bit limited, or
10
maybe, we
minutes.
haven't
10
been able
minutes.
to rearrange
to-
those pieces. We are not able to create that abstract image. So what we can do is we can arrange them in whatever way we feel like, and we can add on a few more details with our own aspect, like the few colors that we have with us. We can add a few more things. And as I mentioned, it can be an abstract drawing as well. It's not necessary that it should be a human figure or any kind of animal or anything that you consider to be a hero. It can be something as abstract as as Miss Niyati drew. She drew water. She also drew some other aspects which were very abstract. So that's not a problem. So it can create an abstract image. It's just a message to deliver via this art, that we ourselves can build ourselves again from the broken pieces that we have.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sanjana ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sanjana ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sanjana ma'am.
Thank you.